A Republican congressman wants to impeach a federal judge for trying to stop the Trump administration's erasure of transgender people. So let me note that transgender people have always been here and they will always be here. Okay, so you can't get rid of them. In fact, do you know the number one leading cause of the creation of transgender people? Cisgender people. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, on Monday, Representative Andy Ogles of Tennessee introduced an impeachment resolution against U.S. District Judge John Bates, who had ordered federal health agencies to temporarily restore online data sets that were scrubbed as part of the Trump administration's crackdown on so called gender ideology. Gender ideology. They are so scared of this gender ideology stuff, which is not a real thing. Saying that trans people exist is not an ideology; it's stone cold fact. All right. Now, the article of impeachment says that Bates' conduct in the case was, quote, so utterly lacking in intellectual honesty and basic integrity that he is guilty of high crimes and misdemeanors. He did not agree with me. That is a high crime and misdemeanor. You have crimed against me, sir. You must be impeached. That's not the only time Andy Ogles has filed impeachment. He tried to impeach Kamala Harris. Okay. He's just trying to impeach people for just, I don't know, red meat. So that said, what did John Bates do? Well, earlier this month, he agreed with left leaning physicians, otherwise known as people who agree in reality, okay, that federal health agencies likely violated federal law when they took down various data to align with President Donald Trump's executive order that recognized two sexes. Okay, that's it. Which, of course, has infuriated Ogles. He wrote, at no point in American history has the judiciary considered the surgical or chemical castration of healthy children to be a compelling or even legitimate health concern. And it shouldn't start now. We must protect their children from predators like Judge Bates. Yeah, that guy needs to have his, and I'm talking about Ogles here. Someone needs to check his computer, his hard drive, okay? Here's the thing. No children are being chemically or surgically castrated, okay? Gender affirming care is not that. For prepubescent children, it is basically changing your pronouns, your clothing style, your names, and letting your hair grow out. That's it. That's what it is, okay? Now, in some cases, when children get a little bit older, puberty blockers are given in order to allow the child time to be sure of their identity before undergoing transition, which is just hormones. Hormones, puberty blockers, both can be reversed. Okay. Surgeries, he talks about the surgeries, right? They're generally not performed until they're legal adults. Okay. So 18. Look, the reason that I have to point that out is because the lies about gender affirming care have to end. They're so blatant and so wrong and so incredibly artful. Okay. They're harmful. They're hurtful. You're targeting this small community of people just trying to exist. That's it. And look, they're using children. People like Ogles are using children as a weapon and a shield in order to go after people who are transgender, people who are intersex, by the way, who are also hurt by this. There are only two sexes. Really, intersex people are like, actually, no, that's not the case. But here's the thing, right? People like Ogles are using lawfare to try to remove judges that make decisions that they don't like. That's real strange. And this is after, of course, whining about Joe Biden and the Democrats using lawfare. Oh, it's a lawfare, lawfare. So here's the thing. Bates is a Bush Jr. appointee, and he might even actually agree with Ogles about trans people. We don't know for sure. Okay. But the reason that he temporarily stopped this order is simply because the Trump administration did not go through the correct process. The health website data case revolves around a provision of the Paperwork Reduction Act that requires agencies to provide adequate notice before terminating significant information products. That's it. So the PRA. A similar lawsuit was filed on Monday over climate data sets scrubbed from government websites. So it's funny because they talk about censorship, right? Well, they're doing censorship. They're literally scrubbing information, data that does not align with them politically. They're doing the politically correct thing, right? Which for them is to get rid of information that counters them. And they claim that they're for free speech, that they're for science. They're clearly not. Clearly not. Okay. Now, Bates's order was temporary. He only required the Trump administration to restore the data until there's a more permanent ruling on whether they're allowed to do that, to follow the Paper Reduction Act, right? Now, the left-leaning group that sued, they want the judge's order to be extended, maybe permanently. The Trump administration, of course, wants that order to expire, while Ogles just wants to throw a fit. He wants to get this judge impeached because how dare you disagree with me? His resolution comes after another Republican congressman, Representative Eli Crane, introduced his own articles of impeachment against a New York-based federal judge who temporarily blocked Elon Musk's Doge from gaining access to critical Treasury Department payment systems. Yeah. So, boy, they're really going to war with these judges for actually, doing their job, trying to prevent these, oligarchs, unelected oligarchs, from accessing our personal data and taking over the entire payment system of the Treasury, which they claim, we're just auditing, right? You guys aren't auditors, okay? You guys have no idea what you're doing. I mean, you think you know what you're doing. You probably have your marching orders, right, to try and maybe install some back doors so that you could get the Treasury and drain it into Elon Musk's account, maybe into yours. Don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Now, Musk, by the way, speaking of him, reposted Ogle's impeachment article announcement and wrote, quote, "Time to impeach judges who violate the law." You know what? Kind of feels like we're living through a billionaire's midlife crisis. I mean, Elon Musk got radicalized. He turned himself massively right wing. Okay, because his daughter came out as trans, and he has made that everyone else's problem. I'm not blaming Vivian, by the way. Vivian is awesome and based, okay? And she should be protected at all costs. No, I blame this guy, okay? I blame Elon Musk. I blame right-wing media. I blame J.K. Rowling. I blame all the others, the stupid people pushing trans panic, okay? Y'all were scared of less than 1% of the population just trying to live their lives, okay? So you voted for fascism. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you become a member on our YouTube page, you become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.